Page 547, number 13. Find the inverse of the matrix, and we're given matrix A as 1, negative 2, 2, negative 3. Now there's a couple different ways to find an inverse. One way to find an inverse is to rewrite this matrix in expanded form, and I'm going to put a couple more columns here. And the goal, we want to use row operations to make this matrix look like this. So we want our goal matrix to be 1, 0, 0, 1 in the first two columns, and then these numbers in the last two columns will be the inverse of that matrix. So let's just rewrite this. So I have a matrix that looks like this: 1, negative 2, 1, 0, 2, negative 3, 0, 1. And we want to use row operations to make it look like this matrix here. Well, let's start in the upper left-hand corner and work counterclockwise. We already have a 1 in that upper left-hand spot. That's a good thing. Our next step is to get a 0 into this lower left-hand spot. And I can do that by multiplying the top row by negative 2 and adding it to the bottom row. If I do that, the top row will be unchanged. So I'll just bring that down. The new bottom row is going to be 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, plus 2 is 0. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, plus negative 3 is 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, plus 0 is negative 2. And 0 times negative 2 is 0, plus 1 is 1. Okay, so now we have 1, 0. Hey, as an added bonus, we already have a 1 in this spot, so working counterclockwise, the last thing we need is a 0 in this spot here. So let's multiply that bottom row by 2, and let's add the result to the top row. That should give us a 0 in this spot here. So my bottom row is going to be unchanged. I'm going to have a new top row. Multiplying everything on the bottom by 2, I get 0 times 2 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2, plus negative 2 is 0. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, plus 1 is negative 3. And 1 times 2 is 2, plus 0 is 2. So these last four numbers here are the inverse of matrix A. So the inverse of matrix A is negative 3, 2, negative 2, and 1.